So, what can you give us as far as insight goes into this situation?
Okay, a couple things here. First of all, when they tagged him last year, they did not even try to negotiate a new deal. Their intention was play out the tag, go next year, become a free agent. And that really was their plan. That really was. But then as the year went on, Joe Burrow started putting all this public pressure, like, we better not let this guy go. And they basically realized that we really should not let this guy go the way we thought. So they tagged him again over year for $26 million. Now, the difference from last year to this year is that last year there truly were no negotiations. Like, it was dead quiet and nothing was going on. This year, there at least have been some talks over here with the Bengals front office, Katie Blackburn, Duke Tobin, and that front office with his new agent, Rocky Arsenal, about a long-term deal, but they're still far apart. I believe the number over here to get this deal done is going to have to be at least $30 million per year. And the Bengals are just not there right now when it comes to Tee Higgins. So far he's been tagged, and we'll see if he decides to request the trade again like he did last year. I do believe if he does, it's still not going to do anything because this is an organization that simply would not be rattled by such a thing happening. So this is a situation where we're just going to see how this all shakes out. Again, he was not expecting to be tagged at this time last year. They were like, we'll tag you once, you can leave after this year, and that's it. Now he's getting tagged a second time, and it's like, what do I do? Because T has been waiting now 3 years for a contract. After his third year, he became eligible. There was no deal. After his fourth year, he finished his contract. He got tagged the first time, finishes now a fifth year and gets tagged a second time. Every player wants that long-term security, and so far, the Bengals have just not been there. So what is going to happen over here? Does he try to push some buttons over here to make it even more uncomfortable? I can tell you this much. T is not happy about it. He wants to get a long-term deal. He's been waiting a long time. But the Bengals, there's public pressure out there from Joe Burrow. Joe said, you better keep these guys. They're also negotiating with Jamar Chase. They're still far apart on that deal as well. They're going to have to get to $40 million per year at least to get that deal done. So there are a lot of moving parts over here in Cincinnati. What else I could tell you when it comes to this, there's a number of teams who would be very interested in Tee Higgins if the Bengals were ever to at least entertain trading him. The New England Patriots right now would be Adam, they would love to get him right now if they could. They would trade for him if they could right now. The Bengals have shown no interest. So we're going to have these next couple of days over here, and we're going to be keeping an eye on, does the agent over here, Rocky Arsenal, do everything? He does have some leverage here, which the previous agent did not have because he represents both Jamar Chase and Tee Higgins. So you can tell the Bengals, if you don't do this, I'm not doing that with this player, and make it super awkward. So it's one of the most fascinating situations that we have over here this offseason. But for now, the tag is in. That is official. It's right now $26 million for this upcoming year for a second straight tag for Tee Higgins. And what he does, what the Bengals do, they're still talking, but those talks are still a little bit far apart over here. So where this goes, I think there's going to be some sort of movement, whether it's his side or their side, in these next few days before free agency officially kicks off the legal tampering period on Monday.